Hey, what's up guys? Today we are going to learn about the basics of Java variables. In this video, I will teach you guys about variable declaration, data types, variable types, and proper variable naming conventions. First of all, what is a variable? Well, a variable is essentially a piece of memory that can contain a data value. These data values are used to store information which can be referenced and or manipulated within a computer program. In today's lesson, I will use an online Java compiler to help me further visualize what is a variable. If you guys want, you can click the link in the description and program alongside me. Now, upon loading Java Tutor, I will declare a variable named number within my main method. To do so, I will type in int number equals 10, semicolon. Now, when I click Visualize Execution, so we'll click that button right there. And now when I skip to line 3, we can see that my number variable has indeed been assigned a value of 10. In this example, our variable was declared as an int, meaning an integer. That means that a variable declared as an int can be any positive whole number, negative whole number, or 0. Similar to an int, we also have the byte, short, and long variable types, which also store the values of integers. What sets these data types apart is their respective range. For example, a byte's values can range from negative 128 to positive 127. A short's values can range from negative 32,000 to positive 32,000. An integer's values can range from negative 2 billion to positive 2 billion. And a long's values can range from negative 9 quintillion to positive 9 quintillion. Now, I'm sure some of you may be asking, why would I not always use a long, as it has the largest range? Bytes and shorts are commonly used to save memory when storing data in large arrays. Bytes can also be useful when working with raw binary data that may not be directly compatible with Java's other built-in types. Long is used when one needs to store values outside of an int's given range. Overall, int is the most common, versatile, and efficient type used to express an integer. Even if a byte or a short may save space, there is still a chance that Java will promote them to an int internally anyway. The amount of space that bytes and shorts save is usually too insignificant to notice unless they are storing data in large arrays and one is working with limited space. Now that we have integers out of the way, what about decimals? A double is used to store what we call a floating point value. This quite literally means that the value has a point something at the end. A double, or a floating point value, could be 10.0, it could also be 5.2, it could also be negative 8.01, and it could also be 0.0. Similarly, a float can also be used to store a floating point type. Just like different integer types, a float is less precise than a double due to its smaller range of possible values, and a float also takes up less space, similar to how a byte and a short take up less space than an int. A double can provide precision up to 15 to 16 decimal digits, while a float can only provide precision up to 6 to 7 decimal digits. By default, floating point values will be stored as doubles, unless declared as another data type. The next data type that we will talk about is used to store a single character. This data type is called a char. This character is declared similarly to an int or a double, except it has apostrophes around the character. Although, what if we want to store more than one character within a variable, such as a word or a phrase? In this scenario, a string class will be used to store multiple characters into an array. It is declared similarly to a character, except the phrase has quotation marks around it instead of apostrophes, and the word string is capitalized since it is a class or an array of characters, as opposed to a data type. So, lastly we have a boolean. In short, a boolean is a true or false statement. a Boolean is set to either true or false, which is essentially a 1 or a 0. It's quite simple. There aren't really many complications to Booleans. One thing to note with these variables is if no value has been assigned to them, their designated value will be their default value. All integer-based data types will have default values of 0, and all floating point values will have default values of 0.0. By default, char has a value of null character, and string has a default value of null. In this scenario, null quite literally means nothing, as neither variables have any assigned values. Lastly, a Boolean will be equal to false by default. As a side note, if one wants a variable to be set as a constant or final value, meaning that once the variable is declared, its data value may no longer be altered, it would be written as usual, except it would be preceded by the word final. Alongside all of these data types, there are also 4 variable types, those being non-static or instance variables, static or class variables, local variables, and parameters. First of all, I would like to talk about static and non-static variables. Both variables are found within a class. A static variable will be preceded by the word static. The memory for a static variable can be allocated multiple times whenever an object is created, and the memory for a static variable will be allocated only once upon loading the class. Lastly, non-static variables are unique to each object created, whereas static variables are common or shareable amongst every object created. Now, this is a lot to take in, but I will help break it down by using a very easy example in Java Tutor. Now, with this example, notice that the counter variable is non-static. The counter is unique to each individual object created. Thus, it does not increment for each object created, since the variable is not shared between each object. Now, when we make our counter a static variable, it is now shared between all objects, thus incrementing it by 1, regardless of which object is referencing it. So, next up we have a local variable. So, a local variable is a variable declared within a method. For example, all of the variables that I showed you guys when I was first explaining data types would be local variables within the main method. Now, there's nothing much unique about a local variable, except for the fact that it cannot be referenced outside of its respective method. So, for example, if I tried typing num equals 3 outside of the main method, you guys will see that it gives me an error. Lastly, a parameter is a variable that is passed to a method when the method is called. For example, I could create a new method called average, which calculates the average between 2 doubles, being A and B. In this scenario, my doubles being A, or 1, and B, also being 3, would be my parameters. Now, to wrap up this video, I quickly wanted to talk about naming conventions. When creating variable names, there are several naming conventions one should always follow, not only to assure that one's variable names are valid, but also to make their variables easier to read not only for you, but also for others who may read your code. First of all, Java variable names are case sensitive, meaning that money written in lower cases is different from money written in upper cases. Java variable names can contain numbers, letters, the $, and underscores. Note that variable names cannot begin with a number, nor is it considered good practice to make a variable begin with the $, or an underscore. Variable names can also not be named after keywords in Java, such as int or char. Variable names are written in lowercase, unless the variable name contains a second word. In this scenario, each word after the first word will have its first letter written in uppercase. Please note that the only exception with this is static final fields, or constants, as they are always written entirely in uppercase and typically use an underscore to separate words. So, that just about wraps it up for this video. I wanted to thank you guys all for watching and listening. If you have any questions, please comment them down below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Have a great day. Bye.